Namaste, everyone. If you have any questions, feel free to interrupt. Until there are questions, you can keep listening to Om. Any question, Mr. Raj Kishore?
No, not really. Thank you.
Okay.
I was just wondering if you can provide us a possible benefit out of each different exercises you do to motivate us more to do some of them.
I will do that right now. That's a very good question. See, what we have in our practice, as you have noticed, is we have first the chakra vibrations we do. The chakra vibrations are intended as connecting between the deeper elements of who we are with the physical body and the mind. In other words, the chakra connects us into our spiritual body. And in doing that, what does it do? It anytime the connection happens, if there are unwanted stresses that are sitting there, the stresses begin to start manifest in the sense of being integrated with the body-mind system, and so it becomes easier to let them out. So, some of you among you are sensitive that when you do the vibrations, you can feel after each time, slowly, the vibrations, resonation seems to go higher and higher, and we work to the point where it goes out through the top of the head. And so this is the, by doing this process, we end up cleansing off what we say, any mental conflicts that may be there that affect the deep-rooted system. So the second element we do after that is we do the Ujjayi Pranayama. The Ujjayi Pranayama is the best known anti-inflammatory in the body. So what happens is, if you don't mind, what I will do is I'll briefly mute everyone to a point where you cannot unmute yourself, because as I'm talking, when people unmute, then it becomes disturbing. Okay. So the second element, the Ujjayi Pranayama, results in, as I said, anti-inflammatory. And when we start doing it, it is not only anti-inflammatory, but also all the parts of the body are able to better represent their needs to the brain. And why is that important? Brain is the governor of the vitality flow in the body. How? The brain essentially decides how much of blood will go to which part of the body. So when you have the brain controlling that function, along with that, blood is the one that carries oxygen as well as glucose. And these are the two ingredients. When they go inside each cell, the cells produce, the mitochondria in the cells ignite them to produce heat, or to produce the energy in the body for the cells to do their function. So if the brain is listening better to different parts of the body, it functions better. So each one of you can notice, right from the time when you do the chakra vibration, you can see how somehow the head seems clearer after you do the chakra vibration. The body may even feel a little lighter. And once you do the Ujjayi Pranayama, it feels even more better, a little more vitality in the system. And then we do the vibrations, the Haim Im Am. The Haim Im Am vibration we started doing more because what we found is it is very good for respiratory health related to infections. Now, what we found was in the early time when people had COVID, we were unable to do enough because we don't have access to COVID patients. We were unable to do what you would call as a proper study. But in about 7 or 8 patients whom we worked with, there was a different levels of benefit from that breathing. The key benefit was that when people had the COVID infection, their vitality improved when they were infected with COVID. Now, what was interesting is we found the same thing was true for people when they were suffering from a flu or when they caught a cold. If they did the Haim Im Am, it was actually helping to increase their vitality. They were feeling better. So so when we do it as a practice over here, if any of you have that need, you can help. Since we do it every day, you know the technique of doing it to help yourself. And then when we focus on the lungs and do Haim, that has an effect of improving the circulation system in the body. And the most unusual effect is if there is any clogs in the artery. Actually, in the case where we verified, is in what is known as periphery artery disease. Periphery artery diseases, many of you have heard of how the atherosclerosis, as they call it, where the clogging of the arteries happen. What exactly happens over there is number of things. First thing is the walls of the blood vessels, the arteries, are supposed to be very smooth. Now, because of various factors, like for example, people who are diabetic, or if their people are leading an unhealthy lifestyle, it may end up the walls, instead of being smooth, can get slightly cracked. When they are slightly cracked, the cholesterol and things that are going through the blood, they can get lodged over there and can create blockages. There are so many other reasons why blockages can occur. So what happens is when we do proper breathing and things, it is helpful to keep our body's maintenance system good. However, what happens is once you have developed the clogs, if you can somehow activate the blood flow, then in which case it clears out the arteries and keeps you in a better shape. So in a test that we did, we found that this actually helps in the case of peripheral artery diseases. It is able to clear out. The way in which the testing is done for that is through what is called ABI, that is ankle brachial index. They will put a Doppler in your thumb and your big toe on the two sides. They will measure to see how much of blood circulation is happening. And so we actually measured and saw there was a change happening. And in 3 months, abnormal level of blood flow became normalized. Now, with daily practice of about 15 minutes. Now, the other side of it is periphery artery disease has a high correlation with coronary artery blockages. So most of you know that when people get most common heart disease as people ages, they say the arteries in the walls of the heart, they get clogged, right? Those are the coronary arteries. So because there is a good correlation over there, we are doing Haim as a good practice for good cardiovascular health. And of course, those of you who need it specifically, you can do it for a longer period of time. From yesterday, we introduced the mantra home to visualize with a flow. The reason we did that is we found that the home flowing through from the middle of the chest, not from the lower down sternum area, that ends up in clearing out upper respiratory tract issues very quickly. And so the reason I added that is, with the Omicron virus that has come, for people who are vaccinated, it is really affecting the upper respiratory more than the lower respiratory elements. So this home also adds on. Now, the next element we do in yoga practice goes into the standard domain of yoga practices. That is what we call as the spinal alignment. We do the neck exercise and all the elements of the spine, because the brain and the spine are the central nervous system that communicates into every part of the body. And when the communication is good, it optimizes your breath rate, heart rate, and the vitality production in all parts of the body. So the spinal alignment is the main focus. When people do asanas in regular yoga classes, when they do Surya Namaskar, when they do various sideward twists and various other elements, that is a key important element in asana practice of yoga, because it helps to revitalize the system. Revitalizing has a good relaxing impact on the body. What do I mean by a good relaxing impact? From a yoga perspective, we say when the demands on your system, whether it is physical or mental, is more than the supply of energy in the system, there is stress. So when you optimize your vitality, you have more energy flowing, and also because you're doing these practice in a focused way, the mind is less active, so the demand is also reducing. So you have a better good feeling because of vitality increasing. Then after that, we go on to the other breathing exercises. The alternate nostril breathing is to balance the two sides of the brain. There are a couple of different ways of doing it. The real alternate nostril breathing with visualization, or these days you can keep your finger right at the hairline in the middle of the forehead, and you can inhale up and down. Both balance the brain. The alternate nostril has a more physical and brain component. This immediately takes care of the brain very, very fast. Then the Bhastrika Pranayama is again increasing vitality with deep breathing. And last of all, the meditation component is intended as a way to transcend into the cosmic connectivity, which is what yoga is all about. Now, of course, we have been also doing the spinal mantra, and the spinal mantra we are doing only for this group, because as people age and we have a lot of senior citizens over here, the spine begins to degenerate. And so as a way to test whether it rebuilds the spine or not, I know at least a few cases, including me, who have very much benefited by that. And that is what, there is no way to properly measure this to go and do a study. And so I thought this group is a natural study group. We can all do it together. I would like to send out a questionnaire to all of you. We started this from June 21st of this year. So for people who have been here from the beginning of this year, to let us know whether you have found any indication of better spine health, less pain in the spine, or feeling more, effectiveness in the way you're able to walk and things like that. So to hear back from you will be very, very useful. So that gives you the quick summary of, why we do what. And I'm going to briefly allow the time for you to unmute and ask any quick question you may have, and then I will go on to our regular practice. Okay. This is what happens the moment I unmute. People unmute themselves and they get into sidebar conversation that everybody hears. And so I'm going to mute everyone. We'll carry on. It's time to begin. Okay. So let's begin with 3 ohms. Take a deep breath in. So the usual, that is, do whatever you're doing within your own capacity, understanding your own limitation. In yoga, there is nothing called a workout. Everything is very slow exercising without any strain in the body. And so when you do practices, it should be done with gentleness, with slow movement, and the best place to watch to make sure that there is no stress or strain coming in your body is by watching your breath. As long as your breath is regular and slow, there can be no stress in your system. Another way to check for yourself is see if you can keep a smile as you're doing all the practices. If you can feel happy within yourself with a smile, which means you're not putting too much effort. So the breath and how you feel within, watch yourself and make sure there is never too much effort. Yoga is about stimulating the communication, and this is done with mild effort. This is the beauty of yoga. So there is no, when people do gym exercises, they say no pain, no gain. Here we say no pain and only gain. So let's begin this practice with the understanding each of you take responsibility for your own good health and making sure you do within your capacity without hurting yourself, and the liability of your participation is entirely yours. So let's begin with chakra vibrations. Bring your awareness to the perineum and pressing on the little finger with the thumb, we begin with Lam. Take a deep breath in. Lam. 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 Now release the fingers and continue. Lam. Lam. Bring your awareness an inch or so above the perineum and pressing on the ring finger with the thumb. We continue with Vam. 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 Release the finger and continue. Vam. Vam. Now, let's bring our awareness behind the navel, and there we do rum, pressing on the middle finger. Rum. 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 Release the finger and continue. Rum. Bring your awareness to the middle of the chest, in between the breasts, and here we do yum, pressing on the index finger. Yum. 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 Release the finger and continue. Yum. Yum. Now bring the awareness to the throat, and here we do hum, thumbs up, loose fist. Hum. 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 Release your hand and continue. Hum. 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 Now bring the awareness to the middle of the head, and there we do chum, thumbs up, loose fist. Chum. Chum. Release your hand. Continue. Chum. Last time. Chum. Bring the awareness to the top of the head, and there we do Om, thumbs up, loose fist. Om. Om. Release your hands and continue. Last time. Observe the lightness you feel in the body and the head. Now start the Ujjayi Pranayama. All of you know how to do it, the happy face breathing. So please start. And if you need to stretch any of your joints, feel free to do so. But don't lose the focus from the throat area. So please continue. And at the end of that, observe how you again feel a different change in the body following the discussion we had earlier. Now, for those of you who need instruction, bring your awareness to the lowermost part of the mouth that connects into the neck, the hole through which food and air passes down. Focusing there, make a big smile. As the cheeks come out, you'll find a slight stretch in that hole. Focus on the stretch and inhale and exhale through the nostrils in slow, deep breath. And as you inhale, feel like a mild sucking sensation at the throat area. And when you exhale, feel like a reverse sucking sensation. And do it with very mild effort. It should almost feel like a meditative concentration with light effort in the throat. Now observe how after the chakra vibration you felt the lightness, particularly in the head area. Now with this Ujjayi Pranayama, the head and the body, the brain and the body have become integrated, and you can feel like a full connected feeling of what you would say full balance in the body. Now from here, now we go on to the Haim Em the respiratory mantra. Bring your awareness behind the lowermost part of the sternum and feel a rising vibration through the middle of the body going out of the top of the head. And the vibration you visualize as three syllables, Haim Em It's a visualization. In other words, you're mentally feeling that vibration. You don't need to chant it aloud. Now bring your awareness to the lungs and mentally vibrate Haim, Haim, Haim. Now visualize rising from the middle of the chest, going upward and out of the head. Home, mentally home, home, home. Feel a rising vibration. Now we go on to our spinal alignment exercises, starting with the neck exercises. As you exhale, gently tilt your head, bringing one ear towards one shoulder. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, tilt the other way, and continue. Last exhalation. Inhale, come back up. And as you exhale, turn the head and look over one shoulder. Inhale, look straight forward. Exhale, turn and look the other shoulder. And come back and continue. Last exhalation. Inhale, come back. With the next inhalation, lift up the chin and take the head back. And as you exhale, bring the chin down towards the chest and continue. Last exhalation, bring the chin down toward the chest, and then we go 360 degrees around the neck. Inhale half a circle and exhale, complete the circle and continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Then we go in the reverse direction. Last inhalation and last exhalation. And now we go to the shoulder exercises. Inhale, lift up one shoulder. Exhale, rotate it back and bring it down. Inhale, lift up the other shoulder. Exhale, rotate it back, bring it down. Continue. Last inhalation, exhalation. Now, let's stretch the hands in front of us. Inhale, lift up the palm and stretch out the fingers. Exhale, thumb in and make a downward facing fist. Continue. Inhale up, exhale down. Last inhale and exhale. Now we go around the wrist. Inhale, half a circle, and exhale, complete the circle. Keep the hands in a fist and continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now we go the reverse direction. Inhale and exhale. These exercises we do for the hands. They're really an extension coming from the spinal alignment exercise, the nerves that connect from the spine into the hands. But more importantly, this is for mobility and flexibility in the hands. Through the aging process, the arthritic elements may hit in, and this gives some relief. Now bring the elbows in line with the shoulders. Keep the fist below the chin. And as you inhale, go around the wrist, open out the palms. And as you exhale, make the fist again. And you can move the hands and elbows, wrist, everything together. Last inhalation and last exhalation. And let's go reverse. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Interlock the fingers and bring it behind the head. Stretch out the shoulders so that the elbows are perfectly aligned. And now as you exhale, twist to one side, inhale, come back. Exhale, twist the other way, inhale, come back. And continue. Last exhalation, inhale, come back. Get hold of the elbows behind the head. As you exhale, pull on one elbow. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, pull on the other elbow. Inhale, come back up. And continue. Last exhalation, pull and inhale, come back up. Now bring your hands behind your back and get hold of your forearm or elbows wherever you can reach. Take a deep breath in, expand the chest and pull back the shoulders. And as you exhale, twist to one side, inhale, come back. Exhale, twist the other way, inhale, come back. Continue. Last exhalation, inhale, come back. Now we bring our hands to the hips behind the back And as we inhale, we push on one hand and make a backward arch. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, push on the other hand and make a backward arch, and continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation. And now we can cross one leg over the other, and getting hold of the knee, you cross it over to the opposite shoulder and turn the head the other way. Inhale, release, and exhale, pull and turn. Last exhalation, pull and turn. Inhale, release. Now we cross over to the other side. Exhale, pull and turn. Last exhalation, pull and turn. Inhale, release. Now we'll do the pelvic bend so we can stand up. Those of you who don't have good balance, you can be seated, and others Keep your feet shoulder width apart, inside of the feet parallel to each other. Bring your hands behind your back, get hold of your elbows or wherever you can hold. Inhale, pull back the shoulders and lift up the chin. And as you exhale, lean forward, keeping the chin up and shoulder pulled back. Keep the chin up. Inhale and exhale into the stretch you feel from the bottom of the feet to the hips. Slowly release your hands and bring the hands towards the floor. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, shift the weight to one leg and turn towards that side. Inhale and exhale and feel the weight on one leg. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, turn the other way, shifting the weight on the other leg. Inhale, and as you exhale, come back to the middle and slowly raise yourself up and take your seat. Now, put your finger right in the middle of your forehead at the hairline. So along the middle of the nose, if you take your finger all the way up till it comes to your hairline, keep your finger there. Inhale deeply through both your nostrils slowly and feel the awareness go to the point where your finger is. And as you exhale, feel the awareness go towards the feet. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now you can release your hand. And now we will go on to our regular Bhastrika Pranayama. It's already 6:29. So some people like to leave at 6:30. So this is a good time to leave. So now the rest of us, we can go on to the Bhastrika Pranayama first round. Let's begin with exhalation. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 16. Exhale. 17. Exhale. 18. Exhale. 19. Exhale. And 20. Exhale. Now, take a deep breath in through the right nostril, hold the breath, and exhale through the left nostril. Now we go on to the spinal mantra. We do the 7 mantras from the feet and ankle to the knees to the lowermost part of the spine, which is in between the buttocks and the back, and then the lumbar spine, the thoracic spine, the cervical spine in the neck, and then in the back of the head, in the very top, called the Shikha point. The mantra for the feet and neck are the same, that is Aim. Now let us begin from the feet and ankle with mantra Aim, moving to knees where we vibrate Shim, and move on to the base of the spine where we do Jim. Aim, Shim, Jim. Aim, Shim, Jim. I'm Shim 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 Jim. Now we move from the base of the spine to the lumbar region, then to the thoracic or the back region of the spine with Jim, Jaim, Haim. So let's go. Jim, Jaim, Haim. 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 Now we move from the thoracic spine to the spine and the neck to the back of the head with Haim, Aim, Om. Let's go. Haim, Aim, Om. 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 Now we do all the 7 mantras in sequence, starting from the feet and ankle. Aim, Shim, Jim, Jaim, Haim, Aim, Om. 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 Aim, Shim, Jim, Jaim, Haim, Aim, O. 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 Now we can go on to the next round of Bhastrika. Let's begin with the exhalation. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 50. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. And 20. Exhale. Take a deep breath in through the right nostril. Hold the breath and exhale to the left nostril. Let's go on to the last round of Bhastrika. Let's begin with exhalation. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 30. Exhale. 40. Exhale. 50. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. And 20. Exhale. Take a deep breath in through the right nostril, hold the breath, and exhale through the left nostril. When you hold the breath, observe the sensations within. Now mentally tell yourself, I give up all ideas and concepts and I care about nothing. I let go of everything. I let go of everything. I let go of everything. Feel the lightness come onto your shoulders when you let go of everything. Perhaps even in your head. If you have a personal mantra, you can focus on it. Otherwise, visualize a rising vibration from behind the lowermost part of the sternum, going through the body and out of the top of the head. And visualize that vibration as 3 syllables. Haim Em Om, Haim Em Om, Haim Em Om, Haim Em Om. Feel the rising vibration, and we will have Om playing in the background. Mentally affirm to yourself, may I be guided to fulfill the purpose for which I am born. With that as the thought, become aware of your senses from the top of the head all the way down to the bottom of the feet. The senses given to us to fulfill the purpose for which we are born as instruments of the cosmic flow. Whenever you are ready to open your eyes, gently lift up the palms of your hands and look straight into the palm of your hands when you open your eyes. And you open it only a little bit. Keep the peace and inner awareness within you as you continue